There are many facts and myths concerning the Vikings and their glorious expeditions and marks in history. In this video, we will examine the Viking adventure and activity in North Africa and Morocco in particular. Hello everybody, Gabriel here. Welcome to Ancient Insights. If you are new here or have not subscribed to this channel yet, consider subscribing now and enable notification to continue to receive the latest archaeology and ancient history stories. Kindly leave a comment to let us know what you think about this video. Thank you. In Old Norse, the word Viking is a term used to characterize the famous Scandinavian civilization that existed between the 8th and the 12th centuries. While there are many theories explaining why the Vikings decided to navigate from Scandinavia in search for new territory, the most common and famous one is purely economic. Though overpopulation is touted to be one of the reasons for their adventures, it seems, however, that the Vikings were looking for riches, not land. Economic interest in northern Europe was low, since farming lands were not fertile, while goods and resources were scarce. Known as fierce warriors, merchants, and passionate explorers, the Vikings were always attracted to goods and resources, and have traveled to numerous destinations all over the globe, from the North Atlantic islands to European and Asian territory, and notably northern Morocco. Famous Muslim historian and geographer from Andalusia, Abu Abdullah el-Bakri, mentions in his book of Roads and Kingdom that the Vikings, to which he refers as Majus, raided the city of Nekor, located in modern-day Rif in Morocco, in their North African adventure, where they held numerous prisoners as slaves. This supports historical Viking presence in Morocco. It is important to note how the Vikings ended up in Morocco following their famous raids in Spain. The Majus, or Northmen, as called by the Andalusians, most probably had no intentions to navigate through the Mediterranean Sea before clashing with the Muslim Caliphate of Andalusia. They attacked Lisbon and Seville, where they took many fortunes, goods as well as women and children. The Andalusians undertook a different strategy when they faced the Vikings a second time. Caliph Abdul Rahman III was advised by famous scholar Ibn al-Habib to declare war on the Vikings. They decided to switch strategy and stop them on the sea instead of engaging with them in land battle. On the sea coast of Lisbon, cannons and archers were installed and used to attack 70 Viking warrior ships, in which half were burnt. This particular battle with the Muslim kingdom of Andalusia took place in 859 and is considered to be one of the most important battles of history. The remaining fleet were therefore forced to escape and continue through the Mediterranean Sea, where they eventually ended up in Morocco and spent 8 days. Following their defeat in the coast of Andalusia, many of the Vikings captured were punished, while a minority converted to Islam and were allowed to settle in the city of Jerez de la Frontera in the province of Cadiz. Based on the historical records from the fragmentary annals of Ireland, the Vikings have raided a part in the north of Morocco during the 860s, where they battled the Berber kingdom of the Moors. As suggested by the annals, this took place following their famous raids in Britain. Navigations across the Caribbean Ocean, which lies between modern-day Ireland and Spain, where they continued exploring and raiding. When they reached North Africa, they had to face the Berber king of Mauritania in a bloodbath where numerous warriors from both sides were killed. The Berber king lost a hand in this battle, which resulted in both parties agreeing to challenge each other the following day. Due to a retreat from the path of the kingdom, the battle did not take place and the Vikings held many prisoners captives and was taken back to modern-day Ireland. In her academic blog, British historian and writer Dr. Kathleen Green from the University of Cambridge and Institute of Continuing Education has viewed the fragmentary annals with suspicion, linking them to the archaeological evidence discovered in burials that date as far back as the time of medieval Britain and skeleton remains. The skeleton remains were of rodents or house mice and discovered in the Portuguese island of Madeira, not far from Morocco. This is considered evidence of human activity and settlement in the territory, and the Vikings are known to take mice with them on their numerous journeys and raids way before the 11th century, when the Portuguese Empire colonized the coastal regions of Morocco. The Vikings have explored major areas in the world and marked their place in history, not only through battles but also in trade and commerce. Contrary to popular beliefs, they have not destroyed everything in their path, but were also open to communication and trade with other civilizations. Also, one can wonder whether the Muslim Vikings who settled in Andalusia were part of the Moors who were forced to exit Andalusia after the famous Reconquista, where all the Muslims were driven out of Andalusia. Another theory would be them being part of the Moorish or Moriscos, who were allowed to stay in the peninsula if they converted or were coerced into converting to Christianity. In both cases, however, most of these groups would end up in Morocco. This poses a very interesting debate on the Moroccan population. Do Moroccans have any Viking blood? Please leave a comment and let us know what you think about this video. You may equally check this video here for more on Viking activities and history. Remember to subscribe and enable notification for more interesting history and archaeology stories. Like and share this video with friends and family on social media. Thank you very much for watching.